Hello, I'm Eagle. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. This is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 601. Holy shit. I've got a great guest for you tonight, Mr. Dee Zombie. You want to tell everybody how you're doing and, of course, where they can find you?
Brains. What's going on? I am doing fucking awesome. Thank you for having me, Eagle. You can find me on a lot of places on Instagram at @D_zombie. You can also find me on Funeral and Flavors channels every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and also on Funeral's Discord. How are you doing tonight? Whoops.
I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to hanging out. I'm getting ready to roll up some of this OG Mac from Med Grower 1. Why don't these things just let you get a good shot?
Right
You'd think by now we could get a webcam that would just be like, perfect. But what are you going to be smoking on this evening? I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to hanging.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Lately, I'm so used to being the one with technical difficulties. I'm just glad it's not me.
That really sucks. I'm sure everybody missed you for the couple of days you were gone.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
What you got in that cannon? Did you tell me already and I forgot?
What's that? Sorry?
What you smoking on?
Oh, I'm smoking on some Gorilla Gas. I've been smoking this now for over a year.
It's got to be pretty damn good if you're smoking on it for a year.
Yes, sir. It's really gassy. I really like gas.
I'm a fan as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, a whole year. Have you just been growing it for a year, or have you been growing it for a little bit longer?
I get it from a medical person. I'm a medical patient here because I live in Canada, so I'm not rec. I like the medical side of it better. You can grow more plants. So
I've always been a little bit envious of Canada's medical system, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm not too
so much more fair.
Yeah, I'm not too big on the recreational side because the legal cannabis stores here kind of suck for their flower. They don't really care. They just want money. It's all about big money machine. But medical side, you can grow your own. You can grow 4 plants recreational here in Canada. But if you have your legal license, you can grow more. Like for instance, outdoor last year, I was allowed to grow, 8 plants?
More
20 something plants, and indoor now I'm allowed to grow 55. So I switched to indoor. You can have more plants count. So
that's 55 just for you, correct? Right? One single.
No, I'm also a caregiver to Mrs. D. So she's a medical patient as well. We're both medical.
Both, I guess, smokers. You guys have to specify that's part of your prescription, right? Yeah, they take into account the ingestion method and kind of write the prescription according to that.
That's right. It's also like you can get more because they make edibles. So you tell them that you can get some more per grams per day. That's what it comes down to. Oh, and also another thing in Canada, which is good, you can gift 28 grams to somebody. So if I want to say, give buddy over here, here you go, take it, Don't have to pay me for it. It's legal. What?
I'm again jealous of the fact that you guys can just shove that 28 grams in the fucking mail.
Oh yeah, we can mail it to you. So I like that feature too. I just wish the border patrol would let us start shipping back and forth. So I have a whole bunch of people in your side of the country there that have some amazing sounding flower that I love to try.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That definitely would be awesome. Smash Cannabis there, and Kent in chat was asking, how many grams a day are you allowed?
I am allowed 6 grams a day.
It's not too bad, and that's for smoking, right?
That's correct. That's all I do is smoke flower. I'm a flower person.
Again, you know, I think that's so much more fair than what we have here, at least in Michigan. You know, it's more realistic program.
Yeah. Yeah, and fuck you, MCMA. That's all I have to say.
I have to agree with you.
That's bullshit.
So we might as well start this off right before we go off into any side direction there. When was the first time you come across the plant? When was the first time you used Mr. Zombie?
Well, it has to be with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. I think he might be watching tonight. Just hanging out. He said, here, let's go get some cannabis. All right, went downtown. He lives on a farm, so we had to go to town. Did that, came back, just rolled it up, went and hid in the corner because we were only like, what, 14, 15 at the time. Well, I was, so he was younger. And said, all right. And we just smoked up, had a good old time.
Do you remember what it was? I know back when I first time when we had no fucking idea. It was sweet.
Actually, I do. It was called Indian Red Hair. And that's what they called it. So I don't know if it was really the strain name or they just made it up. Who knows? But that's what I heard they called it.
So where did it take off from there? Was it something you fell in love with immediately? You didn't get high. Everybody's got that altered, you know. So you fell under the you did get high banner, I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah, and then it was for more. After a while, it was for medical as well. When it started to get that pain and all the other stuff that's wrong with me, I'm like, oh, it's not just for getting high anymore. It's for medicine as well, pain relief and stuff.
Has cannabis ever got you in any trouble? Between the in-between's the safe zone.
No, I was actually able to stay under the radar. I even was in the underground gray market for a while, which I stayed completely hidden, which I was lucky. Knocking on wood. Then I got out of it because it's a young man's game, and I rather grow flower, grow my own, and then you can't. I figure that you can't really do both, right? You don't want to get caught by the cops. And oh look, there's a big grow house as well. This is back when it was illegal, so this was pre-legalization times. So, thank you. They're like, okay, well, I'll stop that and it's still growing.
Right out. So what was that first setup like there?
It was outdoor. I had some mainly I grew greenhouse seed strain company, a seed company. Jesus, I don't even remember the names, but I didn't like them. Didn't like a lot of their strains. Wasn't too impressed, but whatever. You know, it was like my first time. So, and believe it or not, I tied them down like and then I also added little fake flowers just to, you know, hide it from the cops and shit. It's just funny, I think.
So did you continue to grow outdoors there?
Yeah, and then yeah, I continued to grow. But then after that, the next year, I'm like, oh, now that I realized that you can get legal, I went over and got my medical card. First, you have to get legal to smoke. You have to wait a while, and then you get your legal license to grow. And that's what I did for the next season. So that since on, I've been legal, getting more plants. So now that I'm used to be 24 plants. Yeah, it was 24 and or 22, whatever. Anyways, now that's like, oh, you can. I use the calculator they have right on the government website, which is pretty funny, Canada website, and they says, oh, you can grow 55 plants. So I'm like, oh shit, indoor, yeah, indoor. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna start indoor. So this is my first year actually growing indoors. Like I usually start my plants indoors to grow outdoors, but this is my actual full cycle of indoor growing. So
Are you in a, do you have a good season up there where you're at? Can you actually get them to finish? You run, it's tough to grow up there.
yeah, we have cold weather, so we have to start at outdoors. We have to or sun grown. I guess how they like to call it. It's May 2 4 weekends. That's when we have to. That's when we can actually plant outdoors. There's no more frost or winter, and then it goes to about Halloween. That's the grow season for Canada. Well, here in Ontario, anyway. That's what it is.
So are you in ground pots?
I was because I now I'm doing an indoor grow, but when I was outdoor, I did do both. Mainly, I had some spots for that were in the ground, and I had big garbage, like 20 liter or 20 gallon garbage pails full of Pro Mix BX and some other stuff. So it's pretty crazy. These huge garbage pails in my backyard. But my neighbors were cool with it, and I was legal out there. So at the time, so they can do nothing. They call the cops and say, "Oh, the cops will say sorry, we can't do nothing." So nothing you can do.
So you any attack there? Do you just let them grow up, try to grow more of a bush?
I do both actually. I top them, so some of them will be bushy, but then I also go for a record. I'm trying to beat my record every year. First year was 7 foot tall. Like the first time I seriously started growing, my tallest one was 7 feet tall, and then last year was 7 foot 2 inches. So it got a little 2 inches bigger, but it was pretty cool. Like yeah, I beat my record from last year. I was happy. So, but now we're switched to indoors, so it's easy. It's better for me now, I think.
So how long have you been indoors then?
This will be my first actual indoor grow. My full season. Well, I guess full grow for indoors. I've never grown it. Like I said before, I've only did seeds to like May 4 weekend. So from February to May, I grew indoors just to put the plants outside. But this is my first full on, which is pretty cool. They're in flower right now. 30 days, 33, I believe. So they're starting to smell. They're smelling awesome. so excited.
What'd you choose for light and medium and all that good stuff? Tell me about your room.
Well, my medium is usually I use ProMix BX or ProMix I forget the other one, but it's professional grown medium, and then I use Green Planet Nutrients, which is a company out in British Columbia, Canada. And I think they're connected with John Fellow and them. But yeah, I like their products. I've been using the Medi1 part system for a while now, for what, 3 or 4 years. Ever since I started growing, like seriously growing, not just trying it out. So it's been really great. And now I'm still learning too, because I realized there's an actual system that you follow, and I've been just using the Medi1 program, Medi1 by itself, and then adding this other stuff. Now that I see that there's like, oh, you can add this together and this together with this, it's like, holy shit, now it's like the buds are looking more awesome than before. So I'm really excited for this grow to harvest.
Right on. As far as the Green Planet Nutrients goes, man, it seems like they're decent company, good nutrients, grower friendly. They seem to be a very knowledgeable company that's willing to answer any questions that you have. So good choice there.
Right on. Yeah. It's either that, or then I might be trying maybe next run or a couple runs later. I want to try Remo, because Remo has some good stuff too. I haven't tried his shit, but I'm mainly Medi1, but you never know, right?
Right. So what kind of light did you choose to run with there?
I use a an LED oh shit, no, I can't, a King LED 1200 watt. So it's a Blurple, which I didn't know at the time. This is when I started to try growing indoors in a tent, which the light was too bright for the tent. But I kept the light anyways and had the chance to do what I did now. But if I ever get an upgrade, I want to upgrade to some HLGs or something like that. Yeah, but I don't mind the Blurple light I got now. It seems to be working good for me. So what can I say? Oh yeah, and I got some fluorescents as well. I forgot that. Workshop fluorescent lights.
The Blurple spectrum, I don't think the Blurple spectrum's all that bad, to be honest, especially for veg. It seems to put out some nice bushy squat plants. So definitely uses for the old Blurple lights, that's for sure.
Right on.
So tell me about the little bit of the process so far. You said seeds popped from seed, right? What kind of genetics you got going in there?
All right. Well, I got of course Humidor's sour Morgana and some Morgana, and then I also got Regent seeds, which TK crossed with Northern Lights something, and then I also got some clones that I did start. I do have clones as well. I got some Crinkle Kush, Mac, and also oh shoot, I can't think of it. Oh, and also some Lemon Hoko doggone F1s, which I'm trying out. I won them in a contest.
Sounds like a pretty fire garden.
Oh yeah, and some blueberry blueberry sherbet, which is smelling really good. Yes, sir.
So which one would you find would be your most medical strain?
Usually, actually, I do CBD Renee, which is House of the Great Gardener. I just didn't have time to get seeds from them, order seeds from them to get in time to start my new garden. So maybe next run. But I really like CBD Renee because it's really good. It keeps me calm. It keeps my pain down on my knees because I have arthritis and shit. So it's really good shit.
You know, you kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but when did you actually realize that the medical value of cannabis? I mean, we all start off, I believe, at recreational, but sometimes it's almost immediate. You see the value in it. So when was it for you?
It was after, like when I was older, I realized, oh wow, this is like helping me stay calm. This is helping my knees in the winter, especially because I get really bad arthritis in my knees in the winter. So it's like, wow, it really works. Awesome. Yeah. Donka.
Would you
Bonjour,
say
Christophe.
that when
Comment ça va? Hello,
I'm
chat.
sorry, I missed it.
It's all right.
Chad is certainly giving you a bunch of hellos. No worries. Oh, scrolled me there a little bit. What I was gonna ask you. Oh, do you think that how has cultivating changed the way you feel about cannabis? Was there a change there as well?
A little bit. I it keeps me calm. I like doing it. It's like when I'm stressed out or whatever, I can just go in the garden, look at the plants, say, oh, and just relax and do what I have to do at the garden, or just chill, right? So
So, how do you prefer to grow? Do you just kind of let them grow up, multiple toppings? You guy that likes to scrub. I know that's kind of harder to answer with your first time indoors, but how has this one went?
this one I'm just letting grow up. I'm probably gonna have to stake them at least because a couple of them, the buds are pretty small, but they're already starting to fall over. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't really have room for scrogging or netting and shit. Even though I have a big room, I only have so much space.
I'm not a fan of the scrub method myself. I see the value in it, but it's just it's a backbreaker. Flat out, it's a backbreaker.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, man.
So, dude, when you're in flower there, indoor or out, is there anything you like to do with them? Are you a big defoliator? Do you have any tips for your flower there, or anything you do?
I just use the I defoliate because for air because we'll get PM, that here because we're kind of damp sometimes in the summer, especially last summer. So defoliate and I use that, like I said, the Medi one part systems. They got different stuff for flower. which I use built the sugars and stuff like that. And potash, all the good stuff. Yeah. You're muted, Eagle.
Chad's asking if you drink anything other. Chad's asking if you drink anything other than Tim Hortons coffee there.
No, actually, I don't. Usually, when you see me on the show or live anyway, you'll see a coffee in my hand. It's pretty funny. Yeah.
I can honestly say I'm slipping on some too.
Right on.
Yeah, right. I'm serious though. I just made some. Actually have
Nice.
a coffee maker right in here with me. The old Tim Hortons. Right there.
Oh, right on, Eagle. That's sick. You got Timmy's.
I wouldn't bullshit you, D. I wouldn't bullshit you, Mr. Zombie. Yeah, I'm definitely a coffee drinker myself, morning, noon, and midnight. I honestly, there for a while, I think I almost thought it had lost its kick with me because, man, I can honestly drink coffee, a whole pot of coffee, and then take me a nap, like nothing, just like it's another beverage.
That's right. That's right. So I do.
Have you ever tried the French press? You ever tried French press coffee?
No, I got a Keurig machine. It's fast.
I
Easy
have to I have to suggest it, brother. I drank coffee forever. I had a coffee in my home, to be honest with you. Sophomore year, they had already had I had a coffee maker right there at my desk. Fucking but so and I used to just drink it straight out of the pot. And like I said, it kind of lost its value. Then one day my daughter brought me a French press cup. So it's a cup, you just put the hot water in there, grounds, and then you force it down. Man, I tell you what, there's something magic about that French press. If you're ever looking for like a real coffee pick me up, try the French press. There's something, I think all the caffeine's in that, like there's like a head, like a beer head on it.
Oh yeah.
Boy, there's something about that. Woo! I tell you what, that shit right there, same coffee will get your engine running. I can't even do it all the time, man. I'd be running around if I drank French press all day.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, try.
Crazy. Oh, was it the those what are those energy drinks? Friggin' Red Bulls, man. I don't drink those. Those things that keep me going all night, I bet. I don't think I could do those. Yeah, they taste gross.
I'm hoping I haven't had them in like a few days, man. I went about there for a while with the energy drinks, and then I got them off them for a couple of years, and then for one reason or another, I started drinking them again. It was the worst thing I ever did. Think of that happened again.
I did that once. I used to drink the little 4-hour energy drinks whenever we did a show. I was a roadie in a band one time, so we worked late hours. So I used to drink before the show. I used to drink 2 of those. I'd be up working all night, keep me going till I got home. It's crazy.
What kind of music band we know?
Alice Cooper, a tribute band. So it was pretty cool. I got to cut his head off, got to hang him, all those fun things. Oh, electrocute him. I got to electrocute him a bunch of times. That was fun. It was awesome.
Oh no. Hell yeah. So shock rock, that'd be pretty fucking cool. Yeah, honest with you. I could see the fun
Yeah.
in that.
It was fun.
How long did you do that for?
Couple years, 2-3 years, and then they had to move on. I moved on from that. So
Did you meet any cool folks while you were doing that?
what's that, Eagle? Sorry.
Did you meet any cool folks while you was down that journey?
Just some fans, a lot of people, a lot of cool people. Yeah, I did. When the tsunami hit, we did me and a bunch of other, well, the band and a bunch of other bands got together. Like oh shit, see now got me on the spot. I can't think of the names. But got together and did a big benefit, and all the money went to the tsunami relief. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Smashed. Okay, buddy. I have to go deeper.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was fun though. Got to dress up and do tricky dicky. Had the cigar in my mouth. I used to go like this, walk around like this, and run around in just like a a suit shirt with a suit a suit coat over my shoulder, in a pair of boxers. Like, and then I used to go to all the ladies in the crowd, with like, you know what I mean? I used to flick my cigar and stuff like that. It was just funny shit.
Sounds like a fun scene. Did you
Yeah.
smoke any good cannabis during there? Any notable cannabis through there?
No, actually, I brought my own. Everybody wanted mine. So
Ah, nice. That's a
yeah,
plus.
yeah. So like, okay, who needs what? Donations, donations.
What's been your favorite to grow so far?
Blue Dream. What? Like general or like the grow I got going on now?
In general.
Blue Dream. I really like the Blue Dream and CBD Renee. Yeah. But now I don't know. I'm growing a bunch of good stuff now. I'm getting better genetics now, and the crinkle crush is really good. I got to sample patients outdoor from last year. So like, holy shit! So I got clones off him, off some of the cloner to start growing, and some other shit.
How many different strains would you say you've been blessed to grow so far?
Oh geez, I don't know, uh, 20, 30 maybe out of them all. I have to sit there and write them all out. But yeah,
So how do you dry? How do you go through your dry? What's your dry method like? You a full whole plant hanger?
yeah, I usually cut the plant down. I'll trim the bigger leaves and some of the other leaves, and then I'll just hang it, air dry it until it's ready. A couple weeks, and it's ready to go. And then I take it off, and I'll just give it a final trim. Because I don't donate. The only patients are me. The only people getting it is me and Mrs. D. So I just trim when I need a bunch, when to smoke, or if I'm going out somewhere, I'll pre-trim a bunch. You know how it goes.
Make any hash, edibles, tinctures, any of the above, all of the above?
A bong.
What's that?
Did you say balm or bong?
I said, do you make any edibles, tinctures, or anything like that, or all the above?
Oh, all the above. No, I don't. I'm not really an edible guy. I like to smoke the flower, or I do dabs. I've been smoking live resin lately. It's been really nice. My dab rig, got my handy dab rig right here, ready to go. Don't have nothing to dab with it tonight, unfortunately. Just flower, but oh well. I'm not complaining.
As long as you got it, you're good, right? That's the way I
Yeah,
see it.
exactly.
So now that you kind of like the rosin a little bit more, have you thought about going back to the doctor and changing the prescription?
I don't know exactly how they work. He only give out so many grams per person, so because they're only the one place I go to, they only give out so many grams. So it's covered by our we have an OHIP, which is health coverage. So here in Canada, so they cover it. A lot of places, if you want like you can get some crazy amount, like 1,000 grams or whatever, some stupid ridiculous amount, like if you want to grow to personal grow, but that's just crazy. I can get that, but you have to pay for it. And I wasn't into paying for it. I got mine for free, fortunately enough, which is good.
Do you run a like more of a perpetual, or uh, do you just do a few a year?
Well, outdoor we only can grow one time a year, like once. Because I've never really grown auto flowers. This will be my first with the indoor. I'm growing some auto flowers right now. Actually, I got one cut down and drying. Um, but no, I haven't had time to do perpetual. I'd love to start perpetual. Maybe the next grow, and I'll just be able to keep going, like with cloning as well.
Forget that you said this was your first round indoors. Yeah, perpetual, man. I definitely am a huge fan of perpetual grow. Always having some good fresh cannabis.
Yeah,
Always. It's nice.
yeah. I had a buddy that I went and used to trim for. He's like, "Oh, what kind of? Come on in. What kind of bud you want to try now?" And he used to be the nice guy that he was. He used to trade for cannabis, so he used to have like a bunch of bowls, really fancy bowls and jars and shit lying around. But he had like bud filled in it. You'd have this kind here, this kind in this bowl. I'm like, oh, what kind you want? I wish I can start that kind of shit. That'd be awesome. And then donate back to some people too that's helped me out along the way.
That's what it's all about right there. It's helping each other out. That's for sure.
That's right.
So do you make your own rosin?
No, I'm actually looking into getting a press though. I want to start because that'd be awesome. And then eventually, hopefully, get some bags, bubble bags as well. That looks like fun to do too. Make my own hash rosin. I love fresh frozen. Yeah,
I definitely like making some hash. I try to use as much as the plant as possible because it has so much to offer. To be honest.
right.
So, what do you do in your not growing cannabis, Mr. Zombie?
What's that? Sorry, I missed that eagle.
What do you like to do when you're not growing cannabis?
Smoke cannabis.
Fair enough. Fair
The
enough.
yeah, watch TV and different shows and stuff.
What's your favorite chirp profile?
Pine,
What? Right on. I can dig
Pine,
that.
Pineline, whatever. Yeah.
What strains have you found that are super piney in your?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, you know what? I'd have to look it up and shit because I'm not good with just pulling it off my head sometimes. So I have a list. Actually, I have a list on my computer. I keep those of every strain I've ever smoked in alphabetical order. Believe it or not, I got a cannabis list. Then I got a rosin list and hash list. And then like I got a wanna try list, which is like grow as well. So it's crazy. I got lots of yeah, it's like must be like 40 pages long. I don't know. It's crazy though.
I gotta get used to this new setup, man. My mute button keeps hiding behind this weather thing. I was bitching about it last night. I hate
But
this Windows 11.
hit the weather at the bottom right of the screen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can get rid of that. There's a way to get rid of that. Yeah. So I didn't like that either. You touch it, it's like, oh, here comes the weather again.
Yeah, you don't even have to even hit it. You just barely hover over it and it comes flying out.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Mm,
So are you going to continue to grow indoors or outdoors? It doesn't have to be an either or.
it does. Being a licensed producer, you can either grow indoors or outdoors. You can't have both now, apparently. So with my lower count being outdoor, I'll switch to indoor, which is 55. So can't be having 55 plants indoors. That's awesome. That's enough cannabis for Mrs. D and me for a while. Till next bro.
Is there anything that you're looking to acquire as far as genetics?
Yeah. Uh gorilla gorilla cookies. Shout out to Mr. Smashed for getting me onto that. I'm gonna be hopefully getting to that soon enough.
I don't know if we
I gotta
lost
get
Mr. Zombie. Hey,
gotta get some seeds ordered from that for those though. Because you can't send clones or shit across the border. So that sucks.
who was it? Of course, last night, Mr. AK Bean Brains was talking about that. Basically, as long as they were labeled under what is it, your CBD or your THC thing, that they were making them through. Uh, he said last night. I was surprised to hear that myself.
Really? That include
Yeah.
that so that would be flower too, or just clones?
Clones. Well, I don't know about the flower, but he did mention the clones because we were talking about getting seeds over there to Canada, and he said that basically they were getting more and more lenient. And he said even clones start going through as long as they're labeled under the THC limit.
That's interesting. I'm gonna Google that, look that up some more. That's good. That's good information. I know it's easy to get seeds through. I had someone send me some seeds one time, and they said it was grass seed in the States. So I'm like, holy crap, that's funny.
So have you ever been to any the cannabis events? Do you have any events where you guys are?
Yeah, every year up in Toronto they have they call it the Karma Cup. And since we went to the first one, well, there's been a couple since we found out about it. So we went to the one, and then because of COVID and shit, they closed it all. So hopefully this year they're gonna have it again. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of people in my area now that I found out through in the cannabis community that we have, that they live pretty close. Some of them, I'm like, holy crap! But get together and have a meetup over there or something. It's fun. Remo goes there. Usually, Bubble Man goes, and then I go. So it's fun. Remo's a really nice guy. I saw that the interview you did with him a while ago. That was awesome. He's a really nice person, actually. Him and all this crew.
I love people like that. There's so many great people in cannabis like that. In fact, I would say a good portion of the great people in my life have been introduced through cannabis or the cannabis community one way or another. That's for sure.
Right on. Yeah, same here.
So do you take in do you clone at all or you start everything from seed?
Yeah, I did some cloning there. I was gonna I want to keep a couple cuts, and then didn't have time. So the cuts grew like maybe like this. They're still in red cups, but they're flowering now, which is pretty funny. So I got these little things. I might get a half quarter off them, but whatever. Flowers flower. I'll take a gram if I can get a gram off it, right? So it's something I just took 2 seconds to do and cut. Take a cutting of.
Are you using root riot cubes? How are you cloning? What's your technique like?
I used the pucks, peat pucks. So I've tried the Rockwell. I don't like Rockwell too much. I like if I get the clones from somebody, like the guy, the cloner I get them from, he comes in Rockwell, which is great. I don't have to deal with it, but it goes right in the dirt. But yeah, I usually use peat pucks and Wilson's roots and that other one. I can't think of it right now. It's a powder.
So many of them.
Yeah.
I actually use the cheap shit, man. If I used it anymore, I just use the oxycloner. I'm not even using anything in there.
I've seen people use aloe, cut a piece of aloe off, and they like put it right into the aloe, and the roots come right out of the aloe plant. It's crazy. And they don't use anything. That's pretty crazy.
So, for the most part, man, most most strains do clone pretty easily. Some don't though, man. Some of them won't clone for anything. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
plus they're a pain in the ass.
So, is there anything that you tend to try? What's your next plateau with cannabis? Of course, you're trying indoors now. Do you plan to maybe at some point switch to organics? Of course, that organics plateau.
Well, a lot of the products I use is just the soil is soilless, and the planet the the many one products that I use is the ones the product the one product I use there is they're all organic based, so it's like kelp, sugars, it's all like sugar cane stuff like that for this one kind, potash. So it's all like natural, organic based. So I consider myself liquid organic, I guess you would call it.
That's a fair description, I would say. I definitely like the. I think there's a little bit more of a yield there in the cocoa peat, the HP, the frequent waterings. I definitely like that, but there's definitely a lot to be said about the soil itself. There seems to be a little bit more bulletproof, a little tougher of a plant, a little less frequent waters. I thought I wouldn't. That would be a drawback, but I actually kind of like that. A little bit less water is definitely been a plus.
Right. Right on.
So, how did you initially start to learn about cannabis cultivation? Little self-taught, tuck and roll, or
No, actually, it was starting. I actually started watching Bubble Man's World, which is Bubble Man, and then his buddy, he grows too, John Buffalo. He's an awesome guy. I haven't met him yet, but seems like a nice guy through all the videos. Um, he started growing, and that's where I got the planet products that I use. He got me going on Medi One, the one part system, which is pretty dope.
definitely a great guy. I've learned a lot from him over the years as well. Uh, definitely been weird to see him transition over the years. Uh, when I first watched him, he was working in the lab there all the time. Things were a lot different, but he's definitely been a great guy to learn some stuff from. A lot of good Canadian growers up there. Uh, Jason, I'm forgetting his last name right now. Cannabis, Canadian cannabis. What the hell is his last name? Why am I stumbling on it? He just passed away like last year. Man, I can't believe I'm stumbling on it. Yeah, he's another great grower. But yeah, there's a lot of great people to learn from up there in the freeway.
Yeah, and I learned about sifting. I love to get I don't know if you ever seen them. It's a big drum with you put the bud inside and it spins. You can do like 30 seconds, and then you clean out the first run. You can do it for like a minute or whatever, however long you want to do it, right? I know that does it right up to 24 hours as their final run. They'll let it spin for 24 hours. But we're talking about probably like a kilo, 2, 3 pounds, whatever. A lot of fun. But you get a lot of return.
You cut out there. I missed that last problem, that part there. At least on my
Or just saying that it's crazy how much return you can get off it from a couple pounds, 2-3 pounds per kilo when it spins for dry sift.
Yeah, I don't make a whole lot of dry sift myself. Is
No.
You?
Yeah, actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. You have to have a screen and everything so to do it. I don't have a screen, like a about 90 micron screen or whatever, 40, 90, whatever you want to get, however far you want to get your trichomes. Yes, sir.
So what do you use for your IPM?
I don't use what are we talking about? Sorry.
What you use to keep the bugs away?
Oh, I don't. I'm indoors. I don't have, knock on wood, I haven't had any bugs. Not yet. I did have spider bites one time, but I just usually dunked. It was still in the cup, so I was able to drown them in a bucket of water. But yeah, outdoors. But for when I did the outdoors, I do use baking powder or baking soda, water, and liquid detergent. It has to be non-phosphorate, no phosphates in it. So like Dawn, the ones they used to clean the ducks with. That stuff works the best. And then I put it in a sprayer, a 1 liter sprayer. I'll just spray the whole plant for preventative. Hmm.
Damn this. Man, I have got to get rid of this weather thing. 2 nights in a row, this thing is just. I thought I uninstalled it last night, and I didn't even think about it all day long until we started this, and it started up again. I realized it was still flying over my mute button. uh,
Yeah, I'm looking. I
the
don't even
technical fun.
know how to do it now. It's gone. But there is a way to do it.
I'm gonna
So,
have to find it.
yeah, it's so stupid.
So, do you plan on changing up in it? Is there anything you plan on changing in the garden anytime soon? Is there anything you've learned indoors so far? Has it been an easy transition?
Well, it's been kind of easy because like I said, when I did plants, when I started my seeds for outdoor, I always started them indoors under a shop light, which is a um, what is it called? Fluorescent light, like a T40 or whatever light. So I've learned different stuff with watering, how to control watering better this time around. It's crazy how much less water I have to use sometimes for the plants. And I've learned more about nutrients, more nutrients for the plants, especially in flowering, which is important. Yeah. I think you're muted again. Stupid weather. Yeah.
It is. Well, actually, I'm kind of. They're telling me how to get rid of it in chat. I think we got it. I'm hoping. Let's see if that. Oh, it's gone.
Hey.
Thank you, Brett Anderson. Hell yeah. I love Weed Nerds. Gone.
Right on.
That was a blessing, Brett. That was a blessing. Now I can help others if they have the problem. Yeah.
That's
Small
all.
victories, man.
Mm-hmm. What it's about, man.
So has cannabis been your main jam your whole life? I know
Yeah.
it's been my staple. I've dabbled in a little bit of psychedelics here and there, but for the most part, it's been this lady cannabis.
Yeah, I've done some mushrooms, golden teachers mainly. I'm not too big on them. They don't really affect me. I don't know why. And all I get from them is a sick stomach. But I do want to look into them because I get cluster headaches. And apparently microdosing is good for that. So I'm gonna start microdosing with them now, which is gonna be good. And hopefully it won't be strong enough where it'll make you sick.
Oh, I highly suggest it, but that's just me. I don't like to, I do microdose quite a bit.
Right on.
Helps it actually helps keep the head a little clear and gives that little boost of energy as well, which is a nice additive. Seeing how, as we were talking about earlier, the coffee seems to be more of a habit than a boost anymore.
Your coffee.
Caffeine's a nasty drug, man. People don't realize that caffeine is a drug and how brutal it can be and how much stuff that it's in, really, and how dependent you are on it.
Mm,
Have you ever tried to give it up?
no. Cannabis is my medicine. I'll never
No, coffee.
coffee, no. Fuck that too. No way, Jose.
He
That's my
said no, both ways.
no and no. Go for the next question.
That's pretty awesome. I have to agree both ways. I've never tried to give either one of them up. My dad tried at one point and said that he actually had more energy without it. But man, I haven't. It's been such a crutch for so long, I guess. You love
Yeah,
coffee. They go hand in hand, really, coffee and cannabis. Don't
exactly. Of course, I used to smoke too, so coffee and cigarettes used to be a thing too. I gave that up, which is good. But now I'll stick to cannabis because it's a healing medicine.
my internet's a little spotty there. So, do you have any memorable cannabis moments?
Um, I guess I don't know. Harvesting my big plant, meeting Remo. That was pretty cool. The Bubble Man. and then going to Karma Cup and shit. That was pretty cool too. That was awesome. Again, I'm excited to. Hopefully they'll have it this year. So we can go. I'm definitely down. If you're in the Toronto area, guys, let me know. Hit me up. We'll meet up.
Yeah, I think that is something that everybody should do. This is such a wonderful time in
Mhm.
cannabis, being able to do this right here and these chats and shit like that. We should be fucking taking and utilizing, making the most of it. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
know,
I want to get down to Michigan too. I got some people I want to meet out there too. You're in,
yeah.
aren't you?
We definitely have a lot of fun events here.
You're in Michigan, aren't you, Eagle?
Hell yeah.
Oh, right
Hell
on.
yeah. Northern currently, I may be mid Michigan before long.
Yeah, man. There's some people definitely want to meet you too. That's cool.
Come
One day,
come party with us.
yeah, you and the Broskies and whoever else. One day, man.
We're usually a lot of the same events, man. It's a small world, you know what I mean? It's a small state.
Yeah, that's like here. I can't believe how many people. I couldn't believe that I talked to in chats on different shows and stuff like that that live close to me. That's just crazy. And who lives in Canada? That's awesome.
I mean, more people, more growers in Canada in the last 2 years than ever. But man, I've been greatly impressed by the skills of the people up there, man. Boom Farms, name one, but man, a lot of great great
Yeah,
growers up that way, for sure.
I especially like.
So
I
you
get
mentioned autos a little. Go
what's
ahead, brother.
that?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I'm just saying a lot of
I
the.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry, a lot of the cannabis I get is comes from BC, British Columbia, and they grow some really nice flower out there. Let me tell you, we got some good flower here in Toronto, but they got some nice flower too. What were you saying, Eagle?
I was heard you mention autos earlier. Have you grown out some autos up there?
I'm growing skunk number one right now. Auto, skunk number one auto. A couple of them. Uh, I'm harvesting. I harvest one there last night, and I've harvest one before that. It was the smallest one of the three. It was ready already, but yeah, this is the first time I've grown them. They're pretty cool to have something to smoke before your actual harvest. So it's really neat.
Uh, who do you use? Who do you prefer as a breeder or seed company for autos? It is kind of a buyer's market when it comes to that. You know what I mean? You got to really, I think, find a reliable source.
I'm not too sure. I'm new to this. I got handed some seeds from Too Many Grams. Thank you, by the way, a while ago. So he gave me some seeds, and here they are. And so I'm just new to these autos, which are pretty cool.
Right on. I haven't tried them in a few years, to be honest with you, and long time before that. I don't know. I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back for one reason or another, but there's still an option. I'm always open to try shit. So maybe again sometime.
apparently they're changed now. Apparently there was okay stuff before, and then all of a sudden they got better. So apparently now the autos are supposed to be better. But I don't know. I'm not. This is like I said, man. This is the first time I'm trying to grow autos. And I'm impressed with them so far. The skunk is really skunky. This will be the second plant now. Ready. I think I got a couple more. One or two. I forget. I'm not exactly sure. That'd be my cat, Johnny Candace. That's funny. My cat's meowing in the background. And you hear his dog's heard it. And now he's searching for the house for it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, man.
Oh. Do you make any edibles? You guys make edibles at all?
No, I'm not into the edibles. Mrs. D did some gummies. These certain they're 1,000 milligram gummies for a while, but then she didn't dig them anymore, so she stopped them. So we're not really into edibles. More into flower. And I'm into into, like I said, the resin and hash. I like hash too. Hash is fun. It's fun. Once in a while.
Yeah, definitely love some hash myself. I'm excited that you're gonna start making some here pretty soon. That's a fun art right there in itself.
Yeah, I've seen lots of videos about it. It's pretty neat.
Holy shit, those are hefty gummies.
Yeah, those 1,000 milligram ones are pretty strong. I remember when Sub was eating those 1,000 milligram peppermint patties. He was getting fucked up on them things, man.
Holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, there's packs 1,000 milligrams, but they break them into 4 pieces. They're 250, 250 milligrams each. But if you eat all four, that's 1,000 milligrams. That's crazy. And believe it or not, this is so stupid. In the legal cannabis stores, the edibles or the max is 10 milligrams per piece. It's so stupid. So if you wanted like an actual dose, it's like eat like a whole like 6 or 8 bags or whatever. Get sugar diabetes and get your dose. It's crazy. But that's my rant for the night.
That's me. You know, you bring up a good point. I wish they would make more edibles that were less sugar based. You know what I mean? More of it. Let's have some like edible jerky. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Just meals, chicken, whatever. You know what I mean? That would be better. Uh, the sweets kill me, man. I can power through some edibles. I'm very much guilty of any time I go get some, being half gone before I even get home. It's a long way home most times, you know what I mean? I'm saying.
Get the bag of Doritos out. The little bag,
Right.
the medicated Doritos for the ride home, right?
Man, heavy. Oh, I see in chat there the infused hot sauce. I've had some infused hot sauce. That shit's pretty good too. I got yeah. There's some. That's just again though. salsa or some like the one I had was a salsa. And you talk about chips and salsa. The salsa's halfway good, man. Aren't you like powering through a good amount of salsa as well? I could see that being pretty dangerous too.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you get the munchies already, right? Salsa, chips.
I
Smushy
think
snack.
Best edible I've ever had, I believe, so far was I worked Kushstock one year, doing work in Subs booth here in Michigan, and right across from us was this bacon. They had a medicated bacon on a
Oh,
stick, and it was a piece probably about 16 inches long, and it was
wow.
fucking almost a half inch thick. And they had it in like teriyaki bucket, whatever. You know what I mean? They had like 5 different flavors. And it was
Wow.
kind of windy and fun. It was real windy that day. And we're directly across that booth. And they had a line that went for days, all day. You know what I mean? And that shit just kept blowing right in our face all fucking day, driving us crazy. And then at the end of the day, we finally got some. You know what I mean? After shit was closing down, but man, that stuff killed us all day. It was kind of worth the wait, man. It was fucking delicious, but
That does
oh,
sound
it
damn.
was. It, it was.
Mrs.
What's
D,
your favorite edible so far,
I don't do edibles at all. But
Miss
I can
D?
Mrs. D, when Mrs. D
The
after
fuzzy peach ones.
oh yeah, the fuzzy peach ones, but also the ones when you came back from Karma Cup that time, yeah, nuts and bolts. Bits and bites. She had a bag of them on the way home and she was feeling nice. Medicated. Yeah.
I actually, High Times came one year and they had it's done at a racetrack here in Michigan, or was done at a racetrack here in Michigan.
Hmm.
And it was set up different ways each year, but this in particular year, they had it set up to where in the middle of the track was like an edible village, basically is what they called it. And at the beginning of the day, I walked in all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, you know what I mean? And it was it was almost like fucking weird. Everywhere you went, there were samples. You know what I mean? Try our gummies, try our chocolates, take a shot of this. What and
Yeah.
I did. Yes, don't mind if I do. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
All the way around the edible world and shit. I shit you not. By the little bit later in the afternoon, I was like, I really like this and that and this. And I was so fucking high. I walked around like just confused in Edible Village for like an hour and two, easy, trying to recreate my steps to find some of the fucking shit I liked and shit. But I
Yeah.
think I found out of the 5 things I was going for, I managed to find one. Then I went back the next day again, all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and confirmed how fucked up I was because the next day it was like, oh, right there, right here, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's all. I love when I went to the Karma Cup. I had the watermelon. It was really good. So I bought like a whole shell of that, smoked that through it today, and and then this I forget what it's called, but it was moon rock, a rocket, but it was like moon rocks, and it was wrapped in keef and had oil on it as well. It was crazy. That got you good medicated. That and that other stuff, man. The watermelons, it was awesome. But yeah, first thing we walked in like the Karma Cup, buddy, we go to this dab station. You want a dab? Want a dab? Want a dab? 3 dabs. Here, try this, try this. Like, holy shit. And my buddy's like was totally messed up already. Instantly, it was so awesome. For a while, then he's like, okay, time to smoke a joint and calm down. He was fine. Yeah, one time.
Oh, definitely. Oh, shit. I just scrolled what the hell I was going to ask you.
Well, Eagle's looking for
Oh,
that.
and on top of that,
Everybody in chat. What's going on? What's everybody in chat smoking on tonight?
thank you, D.
Anyone stealing that from my buddy Smash there? I know it's his favorite question to ask. If he's in chat still, I'm not sure.
Getting some answers there, D. Oh, I remember. Thank you. What has been the most unique flavor profile you've come across in cannabis? There's so many different flavors. Has there been one oddball, or not? Maybe not even an oddball isn't a good name, but one that's just kind of stood out as being, you know what I mean? I've never had that.
The headbands. Yeah, headbands. Because it feels like a crown. When you smoke it, you get that crown feeling right here in your forehead. It's an awesome feeling. I like that. And then I actually tried to grow. Oh shit. What was that strain, hon? Can't remember the name of that strain. The male. Yes. I can't remember the name of it, but it turned out to be a male. I had to pull it. Oh, Freak Show. I had a Freak Show plant going, but it was male. That was pretty cool. So it was a male. I had to get rid of it. If I had a chance to do a breeding project, pollinated or something, I would, but I don't have time right now to do all that.
I look at the breeding thing as I'm no rush, especially after this last project here. I'm so tired of flinging through fucking seeds, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
I'm going right back into my fucking tester lane and fucking growing me some seedless cannabis again. But I kind of look at that as, you kind of need to take steps, you know what I mean? So you stay hungry, you know what I mean? New plateaus, a little something new to try and shit. I would hate to kind of rush into certain things, not necessarily breeding, and kind of like be the jack of all trades, you know what I mean? Never good at any particular one, but trying in some cases you can try stuff and get discouraged and not want to try it again. And then so what I mean. I
Hmm.
believe I want to keep going in phases so I can keep my cannabis interest hungry still. So I think as far as that goes, I think breeding will be last because there's so much time you need dedicated to that.
Exactly.
Dedicate to it.
Or a whole nother tent.
Whole nother area.
What's that?
Whole nother area.
Yeah.
I said whole nother area.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought I had safe zones, to be honest with you. I thought I had safe zones. It did. It crept even into places I thought it wouldn't get.
Hmm.
So do you grow mainly stems or do you go regs?
No, I grow both. I grow, and I'll go as far as growing as long as some good genetics. So I'll grow some clones as well. I'll do clones, but yeah, regs are good too. I'm not picky. I can just pick through them. I just grow a couple extra, right? Then, because I'm apparently the law is I can grow my my amount of plants, my 55, but plus I can still have my 4 plants for my recreational. So I'll just grow extra 4 just to cover the male that they pop up.
If you're throwing your money down, though, you know what I mean? Which would you prefer?
Stems, but I'm not picky. As long as it's good genetics, then I'm fine with it.
I kind
As
of
long
use the films as like emergencies or filler. You know what I mean? When I call little males, then I throw in. I go, huh? I got room for 1 or 2. You know what I mean?
yeah,
No room for error. I'm gonna fill that gap with a couple films here and there. You know what I mean?
yeah. You should try filling them with tomatoes. Get some nice bud.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that may be a thing because, as I've said many a times, there is going to be a time where I have to completely tear down this grow, move, and start again. And at that point, autos may come into play to just kind of get things back up and running, keep the cycle going. Never
Right.
say never, right? So, do you think your cannabis store is a little bit better, kind of untrimmed like that? You think you're losing anything by trimming it as you go?
No, because apparently they say that keep some leaves over that curl over the plant so it covers the trichome heads. So as long as you don't bang into it, I think it's fine. But I'll trim a bunch up too as I go. I won't just I'll do both.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of dry trimming, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But to each, again, never say never.
actually. Good night, girls. It's bedtime for them.
Endeavor's saying I should check out Night Owl Autos.
Oh yeah, I'm right on.
Have you ever heard of them?
No, I haven't. I don't. I don't really. I wasn't really into autos until now. That's my first run, so I'm really definitely looking into some more of them. I know a guy that grows a bunch of them. I'm gonna talk to him about it. So
So there's a cat out here. You guys, how many pets?
we got a dog, a cat, and a gerbil. So
That seems to be the food order, isn't it? The
Mhm.
food chain order.
exactly. Hi, kitty.
That's funny. I've got a few dogs myself.
Right on. What kind of dogs are they, Eagle?
They're all a combination of Yorkie, Chihuahua, and Shih Tzu.
Nice. We have a
Yeah, pretty cool dogs.
we got a I think she uses Yorkie Chihuahua and oh shit. I'm not exactly sure, but I know she's probably Yorkie Chihuahua. So it's pretty cool. She's just a little tiny thing.
Like, I'm a fucking sucker for them small dogs. Some Yorkies, man, once they find you, they pick who they want to be. You know what I mean? Who they
Yeah.
want to be taken care of in the house and who they defend. You know what I mean? But I got some small dogs. And I don't know. The favorite you and everybody else in chat would probably fucking laugh their ass off. You see that me in the morning roll through with all them small dogs. In particular, I have one that's I would say she leans more towards a Yorkie Chihuahua, so towards like a Chorkie,
Yeah.
small Chorkie. I mean, she can stand in my palm. You know what I
Oh
mean? She's that tiny, and
wow.
she's a year and a half now, and her name's Ruby. I call her Ruby Doobie. And I actually told Father Mike that when I interviewed him that I had a Ruby Doobie too. But yeah, I pick her up, and she's like, total like baby and shit. Gucci, Gucci, Goo and shit. Fuck every morning and shit. Oh yeah, I am fucking that wrapped around that dog's paw for sure.
He's a Yorkie Chihuahua.
Oh yeah.
Bella. Bella.
Yeah.
Come here. Look.
Cute.
Okay, like there's your spotlight for the night.
She's got the York. She got that Yorkie body, and then she got the Chihuahua face.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh no. Oh, there you go.
Cute. You know, I'm not. I think the thing I don't like about cats is see, like the dog. Like I said, I get up every morning, and the dogs are on my terms. You know what I mean? I call them, or they're either right there. The cats are like, you come to me.
Yeah.
Or you pet me when I fucking want to be petted.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Yeah.
have their way different temperaments.
But think of it this way: they're good for pests. Good for keeping mice out of your garden, out of your house. So. Yeah.
So, do you think you'll be ever switch over to more dabs than flowers? I know I went through a nice little dab phase there for a while, and I'm not really sure why it trickled out. To be honest with you, I don't know if it was me and the clumsiness and breaking the glass all the time, or if it just fizzled out.
Well, Mrs. D can attest to me breaking glass. I'm the worst. I'm not allowed glass. I got a 4-foot acrylic bong. I'm allowed that because it's not glass. I can break glass really easy. Knock it over. I'm surprised. Knock on wood. I've had this thing for so long. This is like the longest piece I've had for a while. My dab rig. But yeah, I like dabbing when I can get dabs. Just a cash thing. It's expensive. Until I get a press. Eventually, hopefully, if I get a press, I'll start pressing my own. Be awesome.
Fucking bless your heart, you got fucking lungs for the fucking that 4-footer, man. I couldn't fucking clear that fucker if I wanted to.
I did it one time on a Fumador show. I lit it up, and it took a while to get it going. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
It's a hefty rip.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a big boy. No fucking way. No way. No way.
Yeah.
Shit's a good high though. If you could get her down.
Yeah, exactly.
Dear road dude says yes, it's your tight ass breaking glass dabs rock. I'll go with that. It could be the cheap fucker in me. I'm not gonna deny it. It's a total possibility. But I don't know. I can't say that though. I can't agree with that 100% there, Dirt Road, because I've got that. I've got some Fagroli's sangria. Got some kiwi delights, fucking gelato times blueberry gelato, and dab straws. So it's not because of the glass, because I got a dab straw. I don't know what the hell I do with it though, or why I don't.
When I do dab, I usually get some Slurricane. I love this shit. Slurricane's friggin' awesome. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's good dabs.
And then I tried Rockstar as well. Rockstar's good too. By Dank.
See, there's only with dabs though. See, this shit I can kind of accumulate or let it sit around. But if I had hash, this fucking blueberry gelatos, I've had this sitting around for fucking a year. A year. You know what I mean? And it's not because it isn't good or anything like that. But if I had hash, there's no fucking way any hash is sitting around here for no fucking year. There's no way. That's blasphemy shit right there. It just ain't happening. I love every bit of hash. I smoke my hash until it's gone. So
Yeah.
joint after joint after joint. Yeah.
DM me T Barrington on my Instagram if you're not on the Fumi's Discord.
Hell yeah. See, that's the cannabis community right there that I love.
Yeah. Showing the love.
That's why a lot lately I've been talking about, you hear a lot of people growing same strains and shit like that. I'm really advocating for people to look for that shit that nobody else has heard of. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else growing that. So we can open up a bigger library and be like, yeah, I got this. And then at that point, we can do some trading when we've got, a nice huge inventory going. You know what I mean? That's the way to network right there. And it makes events more fun because then it's more like a tasting contest and shit. What do you got? What do you got? I ain't never had that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So I kind of asked you earlier, but you said you went with more of an effect. So I was asking, what has basically the most unique taste that you've come across? Now the headband had the unique effect, but
Right. Oh, the
what's
blue.
you?
Yes, because I really like it. The taste of it. The blueberry, anything blueberry, pretty much. I like. I've always liked that. It's like it's too bad because I knew. Shit. Forget his name. I forget his name right now. You're the buddy you were talking about earlier. I'm sorry. My head's just.
AK?
No, the
AKB
other.
braids? Is that the one?
No, the other guy that passed away.
Sub?
Yeah, Subcool. Subcool had a blueberry that I've always wanted to try to grow when I was a kid. I used to always see it and shit, but just couldn't grow, because I was a kid back then. But yeah, there's a blueberry strains I've always wanted to grow. Dope.
Yeah. Uh, he always had a hard time with the blueberry there. That's,
Maybe I was thinking of someone
he
else.
tried that. He tried to pop DJ Shorts and breed with it while he was in Arizona, and I don't think he ever found one he was going to work with. Uh, yeah, I think a lot of us do enjoy the blueberry. Uh, Second one down for me. First was the OG Kush. Second was the blueberry there, and that was was the most unique cannabis at the time. Was the AK-47 that was around me, the blueberry and the bubble gum was all super unique. That's I didn't think cannabis could be that good up until I had those. To be honest with you.
Yes, thank you, Flora Nugs. She's right. Or Flora Nugs is right. Yeah, DJ Short. That's what I was thinking of.
Cheers, Florida. I got a couple strains from that kid. I need to pop as soon as I get to the new grow there. That
Yeah.
I think it's the Topinga Pines, the Nacho OG. Is that right, Flora? The two you sent me.
Hey, get out of there. 1 second, the dog's going nuts on Mr. D. Get him. Get in your bed. Get. D. D now. Vámonos. Rápido. Underlay. Vámonos. Pendejo. Sorry about that.
You talking to the Chihuahua side of the dog?
Okay. How's your feet? Oh no. Got Mrs. D right in the feet.
Oh. Oh. I got my Chihuahua from this is no word to lie to, from the most authentic Mexican family that I could possibly find in the region. And it wasn't that way. You know what I mean? I was trying to find a dog for my youngest daughter for Christmas, and just happened to call this number. Had to drive hour and a half. It was like a week and a half before Christmas. And like I said, I get there and it's just this awesome Mexican family that obviously it had to be close to a puppy mill of
Yeah.
Chihuahuas. They were breeders for sure. And man, it definitely stemmed into the Chihuahua Angel that I got, and because every puppy that we had, you know what I mean, stemmed from her. So when she initially came, we had a rat terrier, of course, the Yorkie, and the Shih Tzu, and she mated with all three right off the bat. So before we could even think about getting her fixed, like breeding seeds and shit, I had a Yorkie Chihuahua. I had a Shih Tzu Chihuahua, man. She was out of control before we could get her fixed. And we always laughed and thought, man, it all stemmed back, you know, it was in her genes. It was in those genes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good thing when Mrs. G's here with her little dog there, she's already fixed, so I don't have to worry about it.
So, who are some of the genetics companies that you like right now? Who's got your eye in breeding?
I like Humboldt Seed Company, House of the Great Gardener, which is in BC. Family Tree Seeds. I tried some of his genetics. I'm actually funny story. I tried to get some seed to pop to start my indoor, and it was supposed to grow like 18 feet or something like that. So I was like, holy shit, I'm actually glad it didn't pop. But yeah, Family Tree Seeds is supposed to be good. I want to get some more of his stuff. Try it.
Awesome, dude.
Of course, Humidor, Chibidor, Humidor and the flavors. I've been this will be my second run. My first indoor run with him, but I grew his stuff last year outdoor. His Morgana. So this run, I'm indoors. I'm going to be growing his Morgana and his sour Morgana this time. So I'm excited to try that.
What's the terp profiles on those?
The Morgana is cherry, makes you giggly. I like it. It's like a cherry, like a wine kind of. It's great.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds definitely good. So what have we missed, Mr. Zombie? What do you want to talk about? Anything?
No.
Kind of music you like? Are you strictly heavy metal?
No.
Like your hat, by the way.
Just because of the appearance. Thank you. Just because of the appearance. No, I do like metal, but it's everything. I listen to everything, mostly rock, classic, stuff like that.
You do have a Rob Zombie look.
That's that's where the zombie came from. I don't know if you know Lemon Hoko, but I went on his live show one time. He's like, "Hey, you look like Rob Zombie." I'm like, "All right, on." So next time I saw you, started calling himself D Zombie. It's like instead of like Rob Zombie. But then, yeah. So yeah,
I definitely see it. I definitely see it.
Hmm.
I used to rock that shit out. Definitely back in the day.
I know.
It was a good fucking concert. I seen them at one point. One of the better concerts I've ever seen. They sounded just as good in concert. And that to me makes the band. If I see you in concert, you sound just as good as your CD and shit. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
They're one of those bands. They sounded that good in concert.
yeah.
Who's been your favorite person to see? Have you ever what
For what? Well, like I said earlier, man.
concerts?
Concerts.
Yeah.
Slayer. Been seeing Slayer a bunch of times. They're a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I don't really go to concerts much, but I used to like back in the day, like a death, stuff like that. Used to
Right
go,
on.
oh,
I've
Alice
seen
Cooper. I seen Alice Cooper live. That's pretty. And that's
was
crazy.
that before or after your journey there with the cover band?
I was during. It was during. So it was pretty cool. And it was at a casino. So me and my buddy went. Of course, painted our eyes black like Alice Cooper. Try to get into security. No, you can't go in. You got your face painted. Like, well, what are you talking about? And then I pointed out this lady over here. I'm like, well, look at this lady. She's got lipstick on. She's got mascara on. So what's the problem? She's wearing makeup too. But I guess we ended up having to take it off. But whatever. It was still a good show.
Yeah, I'd seen Slayer the last time around, the farewell tour. Pretty good concert. I still
Right on.
kicking. Good show. Family Value Tours was pretty good too. Sure. Well, Mr. Zombie, I think we've covered quite a bit of your journey. You want to go ahead and call it a night, and possibly come hang out in the weed nerd world if you like, or
Right on.
whatnot. You don't have to. We've already taken up a good portion of your night.
No, not at all.
But
That's good.
before you go, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said I gotta go find me some brains.
Well, before you go, I'd like to give you a big thank you for coming and hanging out, and give you my invitation to the Weed Nerd World. That link that I sent you tonight. And before I go any further, I'd like to thank you for rescheduling with me. I'm so sorry I had to reschedule, and you were too cool. Not once, but fucking twice to reschedule and then give me a third chance. So a big heartfelt thank you before I go any further. I should have did that in the beginning, but my apologies and my thank you. You're
No
pretty
worries.
fucking awesome. I greatly appreciate that. But where I was saying though, that link I sent you this evening is the one that it will be good for you for the Weed Nerd World. Please join us at any time. You are always welcome. Anytime that there is Weed Nerd World in the title, it's free for all past guests, and that now includes you. No invitations needed. It comes, come one, come all. That's the way it rolls, my friend. So I look forward to seeing you, hopefully, many more nights in the Weed Nerd World. Anytime you see fit. Like I said, we're always looking for new faces, new conversations, all that good stuff. So hopefully you will take me up on that. The other thing I need to get from you, my friend, is that sound bites. I am ready right now.
What's going on? This is Dee Zombie, and you're listening and watching Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 601. Yeah, brains.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend. You want to give a shout out or thank you to anybody before you go, my friend?
Sure, you can find me Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on Funeral and the Flavors channels. Come hang out with us. We'd like to see new faces there as well. And I want to say thank you very much for having me, Eagle. This is friggin' awesome. I've been nervous as anything all friggin' day about this. Is crazy. And shout out to Green Goddess. Thank you for that poster that you made for me. That was pretty cool. Thank you everybody for watching and coming out and brains.
With that being said, hopefully you guys will transfer over into the Weed Nerd World. Please empty your bladders, fill your trays, and I will see you in a few. If not, thank you for your time hanging out with this great gentleman. And don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. Thank you very much, Dee Zombie. We are out of here, my friend.